give the little tyke a break. No more fooling around. Time to roll out the big guns and get this over with. That's the way to make every shot count. To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark. Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm. He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets. Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking. He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head. I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this. What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Zealandia. were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. Mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mansers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. First, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city. One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage. and she grew fond of him. Convinced her to take him to a family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. The young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language. Her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult. Lost my train of thought there. It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals.
I dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build.
They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag. Then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
One is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill. Gonna build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill.
Succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Someday your bird is gonna fly.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals.
Build that wall until it's done. But now you got to run. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there for too long.
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free. they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Gonna build that city on a hill.
Well, you know how it goes. She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand. Next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her. When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf. Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. He's a little gruff at times. Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wondered just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him. I don't like to keep him waiting. It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. Well, she's cute now. Just you wait. He's a spitting image of Slinger Jawson with that pike and them pistols. big lost and found under the circumstances. Javel. Hensa. tower, it'll perk you right up when you're feeling low. The shards are getting harder to find. Over there is Camp Dauncey, where the brushers steel themselves for secret missions. To prepare for the wilds, Ceylondia's brushers practice at Camp Dauncey. Had to navigate a maze of pincushions with nothing but a pike. It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job. Health tonics were off limits at Camp Dauncey. They said they made you weak. Rules said he couldn't use any fancy footwork, just your brains and your pike. Just getting through the course in one piece was an accomplishment. You can see why the brushers prize those pikes of theirs.